So what is up, guys? Today I come to you with my last review of Servamp episode 12. I have mixed feelings for this episode because there were so many things that could have been explained, possibly in earlier episodes, especially regarding the teacher, the creator, but they were not. I felt that this episode was rushed. Not that I'm trying to bash it, but like if anybody was watching it, they would have felt the same way too. So it came to the point where it's like the final showdown is Tsubaki versus Kuro. Okay, Tsubaki does slash hides or lawless necklace, and it causes him to have some mist coming out of his body. It looks like the contract is cut between him and Lich, and I don't know if he's like it can't. You don't know if he's going to die or not. If that like he doesn't die, but he reverts back into his hedgehog form, so he's not dead. And then Kuro and Tsubaki go on the rooftop to go fight, and Kuro's trying to get to Tsubaki's head to say, I just want to talk to you about a lot of things because I do have many regrets, but I want you to understand. And Tsubaki's like, I'm not listening to you. You didn't listen to our teacher. You killed him without even letting him explain anything, and it's just them fighting. And then when we see Tsubaki, he uses his powers to summon thousands upon thousands of katanas, and he's directing them at everyone that's within the vicinity, in the building and on the outside, and people have to run for cover. People have to escape the hotel, and it's just an all-out brawl between those two. And Mahito has to go try to save Kuro from getting killed or anything escalating more than what it is. And we also have with Mikuni is like, this is not a problem for an Eve, that this is a problem for Tsubaki and Kuro to solve. And I like the quote that Mahito said is that, so if it's really their problem, I'm just paraphrasing, if it's really his problem alone, why does he need an Eve? And Mikuni lets him go, and he goes off to try to help Kuro. And the fight continues on, and before Mahito can get hurt, Kuro turns into his black lion form, and Tsubaki's just laughing his head off, and he's just like, if you feel pain, or like, this guy's just crazy. And we see where before Kuro can actually go kill Tsubaki, Mahito intervenes, and he's shouting Kuro's name, and what happens is Tsubaki's chest starts to glow, and Mahito's weapon changes from a staff into a key, and he uses that and pushes it into Tsubaki's chest, and unlocking a lock. And we get a glimpse into Tsubaki's memories of his days being with their creator. Now, one thing I can say is that the creator looks, or better yet, Kuro looks exactly like the creator. We just don't see his eyes because his hair is covering over his eyes. But it was during the days like way early in ancient Japan, like Edo period. And Tsubaki, he's very loyal and everything to their teacher. And then he's also wondering why the teacher never mentioned him to his other siblings, the other 7 Servamps. And we found out that, because Kuro was the first one to be created, he is the strongest one and is capable of subduing or killing his other siblings if he truly wishes to. So he's the strongest one that can kill all the other siblings. Now, for one thing I can say is that, yeah, he's the creator and everything, but at the same time, when we saw in this episode, we saw, bodies, bits and pieces, arms and legs, and I'm wondering if the creator used dead human bodies in order to create the Servamps, because when I was seeing it, it's like he's like a scientist and everything, and he's working on a body, possibly trying to make a new Servamp or something, but it looks like he uses various body parts in order to create them. So I wonder if that's how he created the Servamps. I wonder if that's possible, and then he adds on all these other elements to give them the powers and the abilities that they have right now. But one thing I can say in this episode was there was a lot of unanswered questions. What was the purpose of the created Servamps? We know Tsubaki, we know that Kuro killed their creator. He killed him, and Tsubaki witnessed that, and he's like, I'm going to kill my big brother. I'm going to fulfill the mission of my teacher, and I'm going to kill Kuro, my big brother. But at the same time, it's like we don't know specifically why Kuro did what he did. Why did he create the person that created him? Did he have any malice towards him? Did he feel like he needs to be killed in, or because he's going to harm humans? What were his actions towards their teacher, and why did he do what he did? And it's like, yes, Tsubaki cared for their teacher and everything, but did he even try to see why Kuro did it instead of just saying, I'm going to kill you now, big brother? Did he even try to reason with Kuro onto what his actions were for, and to try to see from Kuro's side why he felt such regret? And of course, the battle ensues with Mahiro, Tsubaki, and Kuro, and instead of killing Tsubaki, Mahiro hugs him. He hugs him, and then Tsubaki's shocked, and then it ends off there with the fight. Everything's back to normal. Tsubaki tells Sakuya he heals him because he got stabbed trying to protect Mahiro. He tells him that all of his subclasses are free now. They can do whatever they want, and that he's basically going to go on a journey on his own and deal with some personal problems, leaving him with a smile. And that was the end of Tsubaki, and we don't know what happened to Sakuya. The episode ends off where everybody's just practically normal with each other. They have their servamps. It looks like Hugh was found and he's stabilized. He's fine. Lawless, he's still in his hedgehog form, so we don't know if Lich will eventually form back a contract with him, or they're gonna find ways to bring him back to his original state. Tsubaki, like I said, he's not found anywhere. Everyday school life for Mahiro is practically normal, with the exception of Kuro in his life now. And it's just like, okay, you just ended off a note. We get a hug and everything's turned back to normal. The subclasses like Belkia, Higan, and the others are held by the C3, and it just left off on like a, so much things could have been explained in this episode, like about the creator. Like I mentioned before, the creator, many purposes what happened. How come they did not reveal the at least two of the other servants, Envy and Wrath, or was it Gluttony and Rat? I'm forgetting who they are, but they did not reveal them. What are their purposes as well for in this story? There was so many things that could have been explained, especially since they introduced the creator and they just left it up in the air for you to interpret. Now, I did look into, after I finished, I did look into Servamp and saw that there was a manga. I never read the manga, but I can assume the manga explains a lot more than the anime. So wherever the manga left off, possibly you can catch up from wherever the manga left off. Is possibly current, so when you're finished in the anime, you can catch up with the manga. But while overall the anime wasn't bad, there was a lot of things that could have been explained which were not. And I'm guessing because it's 12 episodes, they're gonna have a lot of things that cannot be explained. But if any case, you could read the manga, which I will possibly do myself, to get a better understanding of this entire series a little bit better, because like I said, the anime just left it up into interpretation for you to understand. If there's a possible OVA or season 2, hopefully they can answer questions that were not answered in season 1 and explain better in season 2. But overall, Servant wasn't a bad series. It's just that it just left a lot of things that needed to be answered. But nonetheless, I did enjoy watching it weekly, even though there are times where I was late to doing reviews. But nonetheless, I was glad that I was capable of finishing it all. If you guys have yet to see this, the finale of Servamp, or if you did see the finale of Servamp, I would love to hear how you guys felt about it overall, how you felt about the last episode. Are you planning to read the manga or not? I would love to hear your thoughts of that in the comment section below. The links, as always, are in the description box. You guys go check that out. And I'm Kimmy Chan of Anime Legends Podcast, and I will see you guys later. Bye!